¿Cómo estás? It's Jenny, aka Coot Dizzle. Alright, so here's my new haircut. I like to, I don't know, I've just been playing around with it. But I wanted to make a video, and I ran this idea by my husband, and he was kind of nervous about it. But I'm not nervous because my whole thing is that I want to help women who are going through breast cancer or any type of cancer. So if you hear background noises, it is my children and my neighbor's son. I want to point out that since I started growing my hair back out, or since I stopped chemo and my hair is growing back out, I don't know if you remember, it was my unexpected things of chemotherapy is like when your hair starts growing back, it grows back like all at once. But then it has calmed down a lot. I have about half the hair on my legs, my other area, and unfortunately my eyebrows are not as thick as they were before I got sick. I tried to like go from the bridge of my nose up, and as you can see, they're not there anymore. So I do try to just darken them. They're pretty dark as is. So two things. One thing, I know a lot of people on YouTube talk about Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, but let me tell you why it's really great for when you're going through chemotherapy. It is waterproof, and it is smudge proof, and it stays. So what I would do, and I'll show you, what I would do when I didn't have my eyebrows is that I would put the pomade on, carve in my brows, and then go over them with powder. So I don't really use, I do not really use the pomade for my brows right now, because this color that I had gotten during chemotherapy is the blonde. And obviously my hair is not blonde, it's a lot darker. But this is a little bit dirty. I try and wash them every few uses. I don't remember where I got this from. Some little store in San Angelo. So what I do is I just rub on, and I don't do the big overdrawn eyebrows or anything. All I'm doing is trying to go in and just give some definition. And a lot of people will tell you don't like move your eyebrows, but I do. So I'm going to go in just very lightly. Go up a little bit. Just very lightly go in. See, you can already tell. I'm not picking up very much because unfortunately my dip brow stuff is drying out. And then I just go in and color in any patches that might be a little sparse. And I don't really do much to this area right here because the end of it is really thick. So as you can tell, it just really brings in a lot of definition to my brows. Not overly done because I just don't need to. And then the other one that I use is a powder. And I use Ardell, the medium color. And I do use the little the little thing that comes with it, and mainly I just use the one in the middle. I find that that's not too overpowering with my eyebrows. And then of course with this, because it's a powder, it will deposit a lot easier. So I just go in and I use the width of this to actually shape in. Now on this brow, the end is a little bit thinner, so I will go in just ever so slightly. Now I do, like I said, I'm not trying the overdrawn, really dramatic eyebrow look. I'm really just going in to to fill, like I said. And with the powder, if you mess up, it's really easy. You just wipe it off. You can always go in with concealer and shape them, but I'm not too dramatic with my eyebrows, as you can tell. So there's that one, and there's that one. So now I'm going to go in with part 2, and that involves a little magic, and I forgot my thing. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go get it. Be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and this is going to be a one take only. The reason I wanted to do this video is because when I was losing my eyebrows to chemotherapy, a lot of the eyebrow tutorials, the women had hair, which didn't help me. I didn't have hair, so what was the point in me watching their video? Yes, I got great ideas. I learned really fast how to kind of fake it till I make it. And then I was like, okay, I need to find women here on YouTube that don't have hair. Well, most of those women that I found were kind of in the gothic scene, and they had the like the multicolored eyebrows, or the ones that went up and like were very dramatic, and it was cool. I give them credit, but it didn't help me. I wasn't like choosing to not have eyebrows. They were kind of ripped away from me. So my idea for this video is to shave my eyebrows off. So I showed you how I do this eye and how I do this eye, but I'm going to shave my eyebrows off and show you how I did it during chemo, because honestly I feel like my eyebrows were a lot better when I didn't have hair. So all of you women who are going through chemotherapy, I know that I had like this crazy eyebrow tutorial where I did the pink and the purple, but that doesn't help you if you don't want to go around without oh my goodness, and you know, Chris is like, I can't believe you're gonna do that. I'm not nervous. I went 5 months without any eyebrows. I didn't have hair for like the longest time. So this is not a big deal. Women now are so consumed with their beauty, and in reality, all of that can be stripped away, and you would still be you. You'd still be beautiful. It's not the looks. It's not the stuff on the outside that matters. It's the stuff on the inside. As long as you're a good person, you know. And I didn't want to pluck because I don't want to prevent future hairs from coming back. So, I mean, you might think me crazy. And like, you can't even tell really on the video because I still have that powder. I'm going to have to really clean. I'm trying to lean over so that I don't get hair all over my shirt. I might as well get down here too. And I'm not going to be perfect at this. I might stop the video and go rinse my face off. I might as well get this stuff too. I know, I'm here in this. Woo! It's been a long time since I haven't had any eyebrows. But this just goes to show you how committed I am to helping women who are on this journey. I mean, it's scary. So I'm going to go do the other eyebrow and then I'm going to wash my face off, just get rid of all the extra hair, and then I'll be back. Oh my goodness, guys. My camera died. And I had to go find the battery, and I walked into the living room with my chemo mask on. I wore this mask sometimes when I went to chemo, and I was like, oh, my battery died. And he was like, what? And I was like, my battery died in the middle of my eyebrow tutorial. And he's like, you shaved your eyebrows? I was like, yeah, grow back. Like, I pluck my eyebrows every 2 to 3 days. So it's not anything I can't handle. And it's, like I said, it's not like I've never been without eyebrows before. So this is not even phasing me. So, alright, now with this, before I would like lightly dab my brush into, now let's see, I might be a little rusty on this, but like I said, in my, now granted it's a little bit easier because I just shaved and there's little bitty fine hairs there, but during chemo I did not have these. I did put a little bit of powder on, but you can still see them a little bit. So you see how when I go like this, you see kind of where that right there matches where my eyebrows start. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, my dip brow is so dried out, it's unreal. Let's see, get a different area. Anyway, okay. I was gonna do that in the viewfinder. Nope. Okay. So, I mean, you just play around. And like Chris is all worried. I ain't scared. I am not scared in the very slightest. And like I said, you're going to want to practice a lot. This one I can just go ahead and do that. So what you want to do, like this front is a little too thick. What you're going to want to do is try to aim for right up in there. So what you could do is put some on your pen, some on your brush, and kind of just, and this is way too light. I don't even really, and it's easier when you go like this with your brow, because then you just go straight back and then you have an arch. See how it's straight, and then when I go like this, it's an arch. So if you have flexible brows, it's been a very, very long time since I was, and I could kind of feel where I did have hair there. Definitely just play around, especially with your eyebrows. And this is a completely wrong color for, oops, sorry, and this is a completely wrong color for me, but the thing with the Anastasia dip brow is that it really guides on smoothly when you don't have hair. And so, again, I'm just going in with that and then bringing it over. It goes on really smoothly. And what I would do is I'd get it all set. I'd get it on there. And then I would go in with the powder. Now they say to do that, to go up, oh, my nose is itchy. I think I got a hair in there. They say to go up right here, and you can. It just depends on whether you want to widen your nose or slim it. If you want it slimmer, start from the tip and go straight up. If you don't mind them being further set back, you can do that. But this is what I liked about not having hair. I could make my eyebrows as any way that I wanted to. So now, what you could do, you see there's 3 colors on here. There's the underbrow, the dark, and the lighter. So I'm going to go, because I don't have hair anymore, because I shaved it off for you. What you're going to do, tap it off, tap the extra off, and you just go into there and set it. And with this, you can make it a little bit darker and just give it some dimension. And I usually would go in you want the majority of it to be in the back, like right here. And then you want it lighter towards the center. At least that's how I did it. See, you can tell just a little bit of a difference there. I'm going to go in just a little bit more, tap that off. And then right here where those two meet, I'm going to make the tail. And then again, you can just go straight. And you can always clean this up. If there's something a part of it that you don't really like, you can just go in and clean it up. You ain't got no hair. Right? And if you wanted to be creative, you can get, they have the eyeliner with the little dots. You just go in there with maybe the chocolate part of the Anastasia Dip Brow and drag it up and make little fine hairs. Let's see, I'm going to go in here. Just to set it. Go on the top, go on the bottom, and then fill the front part in. So there you go. There's just, I mean, like I said, play with it. Make it your own. And let me know if you found this helpful or if you think I'm just absolutely crazy, because I don't know. I just really wanted to have an eyebrow tutorial where it's been through someone who knows. And I'm not just doing the line. And with this, with the setting powder, you can make it even darker just to, you know, match your skin tone. Just drag that as far back as you want, you know, or make the front a little bit darker. So anyway, I hope that this helped someone who is going through cancer, who is losing your hair because of stupid chemotherapy, you know. And my hair will be back in a few days, thank goodness. But anyway, I really hope that this tutorial helps you get an idea of, if you're regrowing your hair back from chemo, just how to fill it in and not have it look so dramatically done and overwhelming. Because sometimes these eyebrow tutorials just look so silly. So here is a humble way that you could do your brows, that I did my brows. I hope that you really enjoyed this. Give me a like if you did. Subscribe. Share with someone who's fits in the start the chemo journey, or someone who's in the middle of the chemo journey who needs a little bit of help. So anyway, check your boobs, check your balls, and when life gets really overwhelming, just remember, this too shall pass. Bye guys.